Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Call Holoyim La, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakah Kodash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 5. But I will forewarn you whom you shall fear. Fear him, which after he hath killed, hath power to cast into hell. Yea, I say unto you, fear him. Right? Fear the Father, man. Right? Scripture tells us we really not supposed to fear. Matter of fact, let me read a verse up. Luke chapter 12 and verse 4. And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do. Right? So we're not supposed to fear man. We're supposed to fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? Because of what comes after death. Right? What comes after death. So Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Right? So after you die, your spirit goes back to the Father. Right? Let me see. Second Ezra chapter 14. Let me see. And verse 34. Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts. Salah. And reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. Because the Lord gonna have you living however it was you were living in your past life. And it's a judgment for how you live. You may die a horrible fate, or you may die of old age. Or the Lord may, however the Lord wanna handle you, He gonna handle you according to what you've sown on this earth. That's why scripture really say, be not deceived, God is not mocked. As a man soweth, that shall he also reap. All right. Scripture also says in the book of Job, let's see, chapter 4 and verse 7 says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Right? Nobody perished being innocent. Like really, scripture tells us all have sinned and fallen short, if I'm not mistaken, of the glory of the Most High. But some do it way more than others. Right? So, I'm saying all these precepts and I'm saying all this to go along with this video that you see here. First and foremost, the woman that you see on your screen is suffering, is definitely suffering from the curses. Let me see. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28. Yahweh shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. Right? She's definitely mad. Matter of fact, let me go look this word up. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. Let me see. Going to the blue letter on my tablet. Deuteronomy 28 and 28 says, all right, Yahweh shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. Click that, hit the interlinear. Madness.
Strong's H, 7697. Shigaon. Shigaon.
Shigaon. Shigaon says madness. Strong's definition: craziness, furiously madness. Right. So the Lord has definitely allowed that curse to penetrate her life, based off of the actions that she did in this video and other videos that I've seen. Because once you do something on the internet, they gonna bring out anything you ever put up on the internet, right? And yeah, she ill. So with that being said, I'm gonna let these videos play and I'll be back.
Did you know? I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. I got sent home early yesterday.
26-year-old Afeni Muhammad in court Friday afternoon, charged with first-degree murder. East Point police say Muhammad fatally stabbed her manager, 39-year-old Jennifer Harris, inside the McDonald's where they both worked on 9 Mile Thursday morning.
Prior to the stabbing, Muhammad was sent home by Harris for not performing her work duties and told Harris, "I'll be back."
2 days before the stabbing, Muhammad posted a video on her Instagram, which is public. This is a small portion of that video.
But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody gonna have to do something about that.
Due to the suspect having a record in Virginia for a similar crime involving another knife, the judge set her bond at $25 million cash or surety.
Investigators say the suspect stabbed Harris several times inside the drive-thru portion of the fast food restaurant. A customer, a CPL holder, was in his car and witnessed the crime. Authorities say he shot his gun in the air, attempting to stop the violence. When the suspect ran out of the restaurant, the CPL holder held her at gunpoint until police arrived.
See, this also a testament that to the prophecy where the Lord said, in the end, the hearts of many will wax cold. Right? Nothing I heard that girl say deserved for the manager to get stabbed up. Right? A job is never that deep. It's a job. Right? You can quit that job, go get you another job. Get 2 jobs, get 3 jobs if you want to work that damn bad. Right? But ultimately, the Lord struck this woman's mind with madness. So in her mind, what she did it was logical. Right? The lady sent her home a couple of days, and in her mind, the only remedy to that is to go get a knife and stab her up. Right? But even on that, let me go to the book of Sirach, chapter 39. The Lord put the spirit on that woman to do that. Because like the precepts we read earlier, whoever perished being innocent, right? The circle of life goes, you die, your flesh goes back into the ground, your spirit go back up to the Father, you get judged, you come let judgment out on this earth. Right? So the Lord did that, right? Actually, before I go to Sirach 39, let me go to the book of Amos. So that's why you need to be fearing the Lord, man. Like real talk. The Lord is a man of war. The Yahweh does not play the radio, right? That's slang for he's deadly serious all the time. Right? Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord hath not done it? Right? Yahweh allowed this to happen, man. Right? Because who knows what that lady did in her past lives? Who knows? Her family only knows a portion of what she's done in this life. They don't even know the whole story, because nobody watches you 24/7 outside of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. No person on this planet watches another person 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Right? So You can only speak on a certain portion of a person's life. So her family only saw a certain, side of her, but the Lord know what time it is for real. Right? We're all of us. Let me see. Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28 says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right? So the Lord put the spirit on her to, do that act of violence, that fatal act of violence against that lady. Right? Because it was judgment. Right? It says fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Right? Not for no reason, for vengeance. It says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Right? They shall not transgress his word. This lady did what the Lord put her on this earth to do, at least for that period of time. Now, whatever else the Lord has this, mad woman do, that's the will of the Lord. Scripture says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? That's good or bad, right? Because the Lord controls good and evil, according to the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. Right? The Lord does all these things. Right? So understand who we serve. In the world don't know him, but they will. Right? After death by pain, according to the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and after Jacob's trouble and so many of the Lord's people get taken out in that time, according to the book of Daniel chapter 12, verse 4, according to the book of Zechariah chapter 13. Right? So fear the Lord, man, and live. So with that, man, Yahweh Shemel Shah all these precepts in this video are edifying. Call Holoyam La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakodash, Shalom Yashar Allah.